the Crafty Boys, where we drink beer and talk about bullshit. And there's only two of us again. We don't know where the third one is. I don't know. Went out
I
on a
don't know.
date or
He could be
something.
in a ditch somewhere, for all we know.
That's true.
Maybe
He
we
could
should
be
call
in
the hospitals and.
I'll start dialing. Hey,
Yeah.
hospitals, do you know where Locke is? He might not be around, but we're not sure. Could you just look? So today we have the same beer yet again.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce this one?
Sure. Why not? So once in a while, Shane and I do get together and we go shopping at the same time. So we're in one of those periods right now. So I think this was Shane's selection from abandoned.
This was, yes.
Yeah, from Abandoned Rail Brewing, which is located. Where is it located?
They are located
Penticton.
in. They're unfiltered.
They're
They live in unfiltered.
Penticton, Shane. It is their 15-hour flight. It is a New Zealand IPA. Now, I don't know what makes a beer a New Zealand IPA specifically. I wonder if it says here, made with only malted barley, wheat, hops, water, and yeast. Das Bier. It's got an IBU rating of 40, color of 8 EBC. I don't know what that is. What is 8 EBC?
How do they write it out? 8
EBC, like the letters. It says 8
That's
EBC.
A very good question.
I've never seen that before.
No,
I don't know what that means. Otherwise, okay. So
it might contain gluten.
Right on the front of the can, it says, "Buckle up for a journey that's sweet as." This one showcases a heavy dose. Oh, it's sweet. That's sweet as. This one showcases a heavy dose of nectarine hops, delivering bold waves of passion fruit, stone fruit, and citrus zest with a pillowy mouthfeel. Like, I love having a pillowy mouthfeel. Save yourself the flight. This beer brings the best of New Zealand straight to your glass.
I'm trying to find their the beer listing on their thing. Bellhop. Are these all the? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the award list.
Oh.
Okay. So what do we got here? We've got. So this is the brewery. Here they are, Abandoned Rail Brewing Co. The brewery on the bench. So that's not that one. The staff room. Well, this one here, the beer. So this one is, of course, not even on the list. What? 15-hour flight appears not to be. Is this like under some sort of special section? Tap room, maybe? No, I guess we got one that's now gone. So apparently, screw everyone who can't get this beer now. I like the hours for their kitchen. The kitchen is open until 6:30 p.m. or until sold out.
Hey, because everybody hates food waste, right?
That's right. We were open until 7 a.m. today.
I'm pouring.
I poured mine. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
It smells like an IPA.
It totally does.
I would like to know what makes this specifically a New Zealand IPA. I'm assuming it is the variety of hops.
Well, let's find out because I don't actually know. So what makes for an IPA from New Zealand? New Zealand IPAs feature New Zealand grown hops, which impart unique tropical citrus and stone fruit flavors and aromas, often reminiscent of white wine, grapefruit, or passion fruit. These beers are generally lighter in color, balanced, and highly drinkable, with a moderate bitterness and a crisp, dry finish that balances the hops' intense, fruity character. New Zealand hop varieties include Nelson Sauvin, Motueka, Riwaka and Wati, which of course those are not words I've pronounced correctly, which are known for their distinctive fruity tropical fruits, flavors, citrusy, and sometimes a grassy or diesel-like note. Wow. Okay.
Diesel. That's interesting. So this one here has nectarin hops. I don't know what that is.
Um.
So I mean, it tastes like an IPA. It definitely has that hop kick to it, but there's something else there. I can't put my finger on.
However, I did find somebody from a few years back who has stated they're from New Zealand, and they have stated that there is no such thing as a New Zealand IPA. Who knows? As a New Zealander, screw them. So, what are you drinking? What are we drinking? This, this is the can, by the way. Did we show off the can? I can't remember. 15-hour flight from Abandoned Rail Brewing. Oh, and thank you for pronouncing it better than I did, because I messed that entirely up. But overall, I guess these there is that kind of stone. I want to say stone fruit overall hit.
Yeah. There's definitely some sort of like a, I don't know, peach, not a peach, but there's something going on here that differs it from other IPAs.
It's very mild compared to there's no. I wish it was.
The thing is, if the IBU rating is 40, should it be mild? I don't think so.
Not really. No, it should be. It should be completely just hammering it down.
But I think
love
what
it.
there
is so do we.
The hop kick is being muted by the stone fruit, and I mean, there is no stone fruit in this, but I mean, there's like a flavor profile of stone fruit.
Yeah, exactly. The brewery is located in Penticton, which is. Let's actually take a look here. Like, I'm very curious. So they are down there. Here we go. Abandoned Rail Brewing, which, of course, if you don't know where Penticton is, it's down here in southern BC. I went through there not too. Oh no, I didn't. I skipped over it. The last time I went through this area, I drove this highway instead.
It's a great area. I've been there once. I stayed there for a couple of days, and it was really nice. I really liked it there. But it was in the winter, or pardon me, in the summer. I don't know if I like it so much in the winter.
Whereabouts are you from? Miguken? Again, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. But yeah, I mean, the last time I went to Penticton was probably about a good more than 10 years ago. But I've been to Kelowna a few times just because I have friends there. And that's how you get to Big White. I had no idea that highway that I drove last summer. I drove it completely randomly because I was like, I don't want to go all the way through a Soyuz again. So, Nebraska? All right, cool. I've been to Nebraska once, many, many, many eons ago. But I gotta say, this beer is just really.
It's good, but I think if I was craving an IPA, I'd probably get something else.
Yeah. What would you prefer over a beer like this?
Well, I mean, Fat Tug.
Yes, Fat Tug. That is true.
Or
Canadian beer. Which Canadian beer guy?
Or Fresh Squeezed from.
Yep.
Oh my God! Why is their name escaping me? They're from Portland.
Deschutes.
Yes, thank you.
Deschutes. Yeah. There's. Oh God, there's so many. But I could totally use a Fat Tug right now.
Couldn't we all?
Venturius. I've never heard of Venturius. I must investigate. We're always on the outlook for other cool people that are doing, beer stuff. But
But you know what? I mean, we've met some cool people through this.
That is true. I think my favorite being the angry teens from the Crafty Girls. I'll never forget. They've all grown up now.
So funny that we're talking about Deschutes. I remember the wife and I, we went to Vegas one time for a vacation. This is probably about 7 or 8 years ago now. And and you can buy beer or pretty much anything and drink it right on the strip, which is kind of like a foreign thing because you can't do that here.
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of cool, but I was a little bit disappointed in the beer selection is all like Bud Light or Coors Light or something like that. And I'm like, ew, I don't want to touch that stuff. But you could get Deschutes. Not fresh squeezed, mind you, but you could get some of their other varieties, some of their more common stuff, and walk around. So I just bought those. And yeah, I was down in those. It was great.
I gotta say, I am not a fan of those, basically the Pilsner lagers of the masses. But in a pinch, they're not, as long as they're really cold. Do you find that, like, really, as you and I would qualify it to be like low quality beer? Would, if it's colder, does that make it better?
Yes, and it depends on the situation, right? Like my in-laws have a farm. I remember years ago I was going up there, we were baling hay and loading it onto a truck and everything. And when we were done doing that for a day, my father-in-law had Lucky Beer, which for those maybe not aware is like the cheapest beer that you can get here in British Columbia. Is considered to be the poor man's drink, and it was so refreshing. So I mean, there's a time and place for all that stuff.
Agreed. There definitely is a benefit to that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
but it actually, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about how it have to be really cold, but you just commented about how you were doing a lot of work that day in the fields.
Yeah.
Do you brew beer or just drink it? Yes, we do. Well, I do.
I used to,
but I do brew my own. And friend of the show, a gentleman by the name of Julian, has taught us many, many things about brewing of beer. And so I can't complain about that at all. As a matter of fact, I have a bucket I still have to bottle, but I have about, God, it must be 40 odd liters of beer on my shelf at the moment. Slowly, it will be gotten through, but
slowly,
or have one really big party.
I think that was the problem with me. It's like if I brew beer, then I gotta drink it before I can brew another batch, and I found it was just too much.
It can be, because that's the one thing where, as we have discovered, as you get older, you get more picky about the beer you consume, because you can't consume as much as you would.
A little bit more picky.
Yeah, exactly. Down making beers, nice. Oh my God, really? That would be highly explosive, I would think.
I would think so. That and beer with fruit in it.
Like, to me, that's kind of, well, exactly, because that's the problem where you get a lot of beers that are that have fruit content in them. And I was just talking to Julian the other day because he's trying to get me to make cider, but he wants to make it by taking actual fruit off of trees.
Yeah,
and which is cool, but it's relatively simple with things like strawberries or some kind of berries, of course. Pretty much any berry, I would think. But then you have hard fruits like apples and nectarines and peaches and things, which do break down somewhat when they get past their prime. But to ferment them, that's where the adventure comes in. So yeah.
I mean, this was an IPA I was making.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's gonna that actually that okay. I want to do that too. Strawberry peach and guava. What a cool combo. Now,
I mean, I remember I was just making
you press the fruit, or did you just
IPA,
blend it?
Exploded.
Yes.
Well, it didn't explode, but the airlock,
the cap
blew off, hit the ceiling, and stuff went everywhere. I can't imagine trying to do that with fruit and all that kind of stuff. Like, I think it was
for the stuff that we made years ago, there was like a strawberry wine that was really popular, because it took a significant amount of time for it to fully ferment, because it was breaking down the fruit as it went, and it took an extra bit of time. Although with like frozen strawberry or frozen peach or those kinds of things, you definitely have some advantage because the fruit's already been frozen, so it's already kind of broken down a bit. Did you? Oh, okay. I was just going to ask you, but how did you process them? So yeah, you actually boiled them and added from it. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, I was going to say boil them, blend them. There's ways to break it down where it's not such a big deal, and doesn't take as long. But overall, I got to say, we're in Kentucky. I'm going to be driving down there tomorrow, and let's see. We got to try this beer.
Nebraska,
Nebraska. Sorry, not Kentucky. But yeah, it'd be kind of fun to be able to. This is the one problem with being able to trade home brewed beer is pureed. Yes, exactly. We can't send it across the border, I don't think. Can we?
I doubt it.
I would be curious if there were what kind of rules they had around that, to be honest.
I think the rules would say you can't do it.
No, not at all.
At all.
Bummer. I'm going to look. Send home brew across border.
Yeah, so you can't send beer even in the US. Because, I mean, that's the whole point of Smokey and the Bandit.
Is that what that was about?
Well, they wanted to ship beer from wherever it was coming from, Texas, to, where was it going? Texarkana,
yeah.
And
which is just northeast or northeast
They need to keep the cops off the truck, so that's why Burt Reynolds had the Trans Am to act as a decoy for to track the police, so the truck could get through unencumbered.
That has got to be one film I have not. I mean, I know that I've watched it, but I must have been in my teens the last time I saw it, which probably would have been, 10 years after it came out? Okay, when did Smokey and the Bandit come out? Let's look it up.
Say like 1982.
1977.
Oh, okay.
So let's try 20 years after it came out. But that's had Sally Field. That's right. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Jackie Gleason, right. He was Paul Williams was in it too?
Yes.
Who was not in this? Dom DeLuise.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Dom DeLuise wasn't in it.
He was. I'm just looking at the cast list. He was. Dom DeLuise. I don't know what role he played. I mean, my huge
Dom DeLuise was in the Cannonball Run.
Yeah, exactly. He probably had a much smaller role.
Maybe he did. I don't remember.
But yeah, I gotta say I'm kind of impressed.
It's a good movie, especially for the time that it was made. But
I'll have to check it out again.
I've seen it probably not in a few years, but probably more recently than you.
Most likely. So, what other beer-related movies or TV shows have we seen? Like Smokey, like with the story idea of Smokey and the Bandit.
The only one that comes to mind, and it's not beer related necessarily, but the Dukes of Hazzard with the moonshine.
Right? Okay. Oh my
And
God.
interestingly, the Dukes of Hazzard was like a lot of people think that Smokey and the Bandit was the inspiration for the Dukes of Hazzard. And maybe it was somewhat,
Really?
but there was another movie. There was a movie made earlier that actually featured a lot of the same characters from the Dukes of Hazzard, and I can't remember what it was called.
Tell me more.
Well, it had like a Roscoe Coltrane in
Okay.
it, who played a sheriff, and it was about moonshine runners, and it was out in the 70s. And
I have no memory of such film.
that was the inspiration for the Dukes of Hazzard.
Well, there was also Smokey and the Bandit Part 2 and Part 3.
Yeah. They're
Have
not
you
worth
seen
watching.
those?
I
Yeah, I
have,
don't think so.
not since I've seen them each once. Back
How many?
way back when. You know, a movie I haven't seen in a long time and I would like to see it. There's actually a few movies.
Okay.
But Cannonball Run, like you can't stream it anywhere.
Just actually looking that up. I'm kind of curious where.
Unless you, I guess, if you rent it on Amazon or whatever, but I mean, like Netflix or anything like that, there is nowhere to stream it.
I wonder why.
I don't know. It's probably something to do with licensing or distribution. And there was a movie that came out in the mid 80s called Gung Ho with Michael.
Oh, that had. Yeah, I was gonna say it had Batman in it.
Yeah. And I haven't seen that movie in years. I would love to stream that, and you can't. There's nowhere to stream it except for if you rent it on Amazon.
Oh, apparently the Cannonball Run is not available to streaming services due to complicated and complex licensing and distribution rights with Warner Brothers Discovery. So why is it so complicated? The film's rights are complicated because they involve various production and distribution companies over time, including Golden Harvest and 20th Century Fox, with Warner Brothers holding the rights.
There's probably too many hands involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's so strange.
It's kind of the same thing with switching to video games with Ms. Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man has some very interesting and very challenging licensing to get around.
However, you could watch the entire Cannonball Run on YouTube.
Oh, can you? I'm gonna have to.
I'm very curious. Oh my God, Jackie Chan was in it. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. And Jamie Farr.
Oh, the video's not there anymore. Oh, darn. That's. Oh wait, no, wait. I'm wrong. Oh no, wait. That's a review of the film. That is apparently an hour and 40 minutes long.
But you know what you can find on YouTube is full episodes of The Littlest Hobo.
Really?
Which, for those who may not be aware, is a Canadian show that was on. Well, first it was on, I think, in the 60s. And then it ended that run. And then it came back in the 80s. but it's about
Lord,
a
yeah.
dog, like a German Shepherd, that wanders around, goes into a different town, befriends people, solves some kind of a crime, and then at the end moves on to another town. Hence the littlest hobo.
Which I gather features the very first acting gig that Michael Myers had.
Yes.
Very curious.
Yes.
Mike
Michael
Myers
was in there as a kid. Michael Myers, like as in Austin Powers, not the slasher film guy.
Exactly. Oh my god! I mean, that's hilarious. I mean, there's a ton of production companies that have done this before, right? Where they've had like insert show name here, and the production company, you know, if the show was made in the 70s, generally will upload it to YouTube, but that's it. They just kind of leave it there. I suspect no one would really buy The Littlest Hobo if you were to throw it on DVD or anything.
So circling back to beer, because we're into October. Shane, would you ever consider like making a pumpkin beer?
Under duress, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess that really. I mean, it depends. I mean, it's.
I think that pumpkin and beer just doesn't mix.
Is there pumpkin beer showing up on the shelves right now?
Oh God, it's everywhere.
Let's see. Pumpkin ale. Yep, there we go. It started. You're right. That's from Steamworks. Stanley Park Brewing has Crow's Hollow Pumpkin Ale. Lost in the Pumpkin Patch. So there's a ton of Fernie, Parallel 49. Yeah, there we go. I think maybe I wouldn't make one unless it was, because I remember a long time ago we had a beer that was a Halloween flavored or Halloween themed beer that I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was like a chocolate pumpkin kind of. It was basically Halloween candy flavored, but it was like a pumpkin chocolate thing, and I can't remember exactly what the hell it was called, but it was terrible. I hated it.
The only pumpkin beer that I've actually liked was Crooketer Tooth from Phillips Brewing in Victoria, British Columbia.
Okay.
And this was like a pumpkin beer. They make a pumpkin beer called Crooked Tooth. And then Crooketer Tooth is a barrel-aged version of it. And that one is really, really good. They haven't made it in a couple of years. So I'm guessing that it's not available anymore.
But probably not. I mean, this is the problem with, as you and I have discussed before, the reduction of, how shall I say, we've lost a bunch of breweries, we've lost a bunch of beer styles because I guess, and I would have to agree that the palate of the consumers have changed. All that kind of fun
Having
stuff.
said all that, one of my favorite beers that we've ever had on this show that we've been doing for like 25 and a half years,
right,
is the Budweiser Copper, which, if you'll remember, was a Budweiser that had been aged on bourbon staves from some bourbon, just like massive bourbon distillery.
Oh,
in the States. I don't remember the name of the but it was like a very big, you can get it anywhere. Anyway, They were. It was an amazing beer. And if I could get it again, I would get it again now, and it would be my go-to beer.
How long
And
has it
I
been
don't
since you
like
had it?
things like Budweiser and stuff like that, but Budweiser Copper was amazing.
Yeah, I gotta give it up for that. When you were talking about those types of things, I was kind of sad that it's
Like
been way
I
too long.
regret not going and buying a few cases of that to just hold.
Yeah, it was really we were shitting on it so hard before we even had it, and then we drank it and we're like, "Oh my god, this is
It's
really good.
amazing.
Why is this so good? This is not allowed.
And
You're supposed to be able to like crap all over it and hate it
I
and
think they'll do it again at some point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean they would have that was actually when we had it, that was actually their second run of it. So I think it bodes well that eventually there will be a third run.
Now. I want it now.
It was really good. It was the kind of thing like all these mass-produced beer companies are looking for a way to tap into the market of people who prefer craft beer. That was the way to go. Was Budweiser Copper. Budweiser Copper is that ticket into that market. Good things like that.
I want it now. I can't stop thinking about it. I want it so badly.
I think it was Jim Beam staves.
Right. I wonder how I'm salivating thinking about the copper. Oh god.
That's well, so don't do that because it isn't available. So
I know. Maybe let's see. No, it's not. I'm so sad.
Maybe in a few years.
Hopefully it'll return.
This beer's really good.
I'm enjoying this one. I gotta say, this is no slouch.
What's the alcohol content on this? I never.
It is.
Oh, it's only 6.
Only 6? Okay, it's only 6. Whatever, man.
I've had worse or more.
Enjoying this immensely. So, what else has been going on in the world this week?
Well, I had this week off work.
Oh,
the weather here has been kind of shitty, if I do say so. So I haven't really been able
most of the week.
I was hoping to go out and ride my bike a bunch, but I didn't do any of it.
That's too bad. It's been disgustingly horrible. It's been
October.
Do you feel like it changed really quickly? Like
yes.
It was summer and then
in a
week
it was winter. Like summer and then boom, it was fall.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's possible, but oh geez. Oh wow. Woo. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things that you kind of wish didn't happen, but sadly it's
the only saving grace for right now is that baseball playoffs have started, MLB.
Okay, I understand that the Blue Jays are toast.
No.
Okay, because I read something where somebody was saying that the Blue Jays were going to be knocked out by the Red Sox?
By the Yankees.
By the Yankees, yes. I'm gathering that did not come to fruition.
Game 1 was today, and let's be clear, it's just game 1. There's still
Okay.
lots to go. But the Blue Jays won 10-1.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
So, I mean, it's a good start. The Yankees are going to have a much better pitcher on the mound in Max Fried tomorrow.
What's that? Who's that? Sorry.
Max Fried is the Yankees ace. So he will be on the mound tomorrow. The Blue Jays are going to counter with Trey Savage, who is a rookie that they just called up from the minors a month ago, who has a total of 3 starts in the Major League Baseball. So we'll see how this goes. Trey Savage has actually been pretty lock solid this year in all of his starts in the minor leagues. And that's why he moved up to the major league so quickly. Okay. He's been very strong in his outings so far, but this is the playoffs. It's a different animal. So we'll see how it goes. And then we've got Shane Bieber, to not the pop star, but he's a pitcher named Shane Bieber, who's going to go game 3, which would be in New York on Tuesday against probably Rodon.
Who the hell is Rodon?
He's the Yankees' number 2 pitcher.
I'm actually Googling him right now. Like, who the hell is this guy?
Carlos Rodon.
Carlos. How do you spell his last name?
I think it's Rodon.
Oh, he looks like a decent pitcher.
I mean, he's a decent pitcher, but I mean, the Blue Jays had beat the Yankees handily this season. I don't understand why the Blue Jays are the underdog in this series, considering the Blue Jays ended up being first in the American League and got the bye to the American League Division Series, where they ended up. Now they're facing off against the Yankees. Now, I will say this. The Yankees and the Blue Jays finished with the exact same record. The only reason why the Blue Jays got first place and not the Yankees is because the Blue Jays won more games against the Yankees than the Yankees did against the Blue Jays. So that was the tiebreaker. So
basically...
I think
Blue Jays are going to win.
The Blue Jays aren't getting the respect that they deserve. But at the same time, I mean, they're in the playoffs. They have to win the games. And if they don't win the games, then I guess they weren't deserving. Which sounds about right to me. Right?
I'm thinking I need to watch more baseball.
So right now, Detroit is playing against Seattle in Seattle. And it's tied 2-2 in the 11th inning. So they're in extras right now. Looks like a very close game. But I'm happy the Blue Jays
who's playing today?
The Yankees today.
Who's playing? Who's playing right now? Sorry.
Detroit against Seattle, and they're in Seattle.
Oh, okay. Top of the 11th. Holy crap! Jeez. Who do we want to win out of those two teams?
Oh, Seattle. Definitely.
Cool.
You know, I mean, let's face it. I mean, Seattle is much closer to us. I mean, they should be our home team, not the Toronto Blue Jays. But Toronto Blue Jays are Canadian. We're Canadian. Furthermore, Seattle games are not broadcast in BC. So, I mean, we can't watch them. So it makes it hard to be, like a fan of their team.
Well,
Oh, Detroit just scored.
is it over?
No, they had to play the bottom part of the inning.
But the Mariners will have to at least tie it.
They have to score a run.
But this half inning isn't over yet, so Detroit could add more runs.
Well, hopefully we will be happy to have celebrated the winning of the thing with the stuff and the thing that they win at the end, which I can't think of. What is, sorry, the World Series. That's the word I'm looking for. That's embarrassing. Obviously, I don't watch enough baseball, but I should.
I think you should. It's really entertaining. I think that playoff baseball has playoff hockey beat every day.
Well, that's the thing, is that in the last, I don't know, decade or so, I get bored watching hockey games.
Yeah.
But the idea of watching baseball to me seems way cooler somehow.
There's a lot of there's a lot of subtle nuances with baseball, a lot of strategy, a lot of things that goes, well, he knows I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do this. But then maybe he knows that I know that I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do this other thing. There's a lot of sort of like games within the game. It's almost like watching a chess match, but like a highly actionable chess match.
Well, yeah, because in like hockey, there's always, I think probably the most strategy I've seen is
there's no strategy in hockey.
Like Bertuzzi taking out that player all those years ago.
Oh my god!
Like that's kind of the extent of it. You hurt one of our players.
That wasn't strategy at all.
No.
I mean, I shouldn't say that there's no strategy.
Pseudo strategy.
There is strategy in hockey. I'm just saying strategy that is required in baseball far exceeds any kind of strategy that you need in hockey.
Exactly. It's kind of the idea that or like you were saying about how baseball is like chess where hockey is checkers, I guess.
Yes.
In a way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm all out of beer.
So am I. All right, boys and girls, we're going to call it there because we ran out of beer. And I want to go watch baseball. So, not that I could watch it. I don't know where to even look.
And shout out to Gukin, who was getting involved with the stream. Thank you.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I kind of I wish he didn't leave, but he probably had to go to bed.
Probably.
Kind of like I want to go to bed right now. But we'll see you all next week. Hopefully Locke will be here. But thanks all for watching, and we'll see you when we have more beer. I guess. Bye.